So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Brees going to throw. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Throwing now is Brees. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead, 65 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Coming into the year, Brees, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game, and he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Brees hasn't looked back since. Bortles now on first down. He finds Hearns left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Bortles now on first down. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From midfield, here's Bortles. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? The West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Bortles going to go on fourth down. But he's got it to Hearns. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And they got 29 yards there. And the Jags are going to have a first down. A final shot before half for Bortles. That's Hearns. He's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Hearns, as time expires in the first half. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Bortles going to try and throw on third down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Bortles. It's caught right side. It turns. They'll get 23 yards there. And it'll give the Jags a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Throwing his Bortles on third down. And that's complete to Lewis. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. A handoff to Fournette. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Third down. Here's Ivory. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Into the red zone. It's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Time running out here on the play clock. And Lambeau will put this one through. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Breeze now on first down. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. A gain of 6 there on first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now Breeze on third down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Breeze got to have this one. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They'll toss it to Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Bortles. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Fournette on the counter. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal. Halfback sent in motion. Throwing now is Bortles. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Ben Koyak, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Saints coming out now to take the field. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Breeze now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And he's brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's Breeze to throw. And he's got it. Coleman. Touchdown, Saints. Brandon Coleman from 19 yards away. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's brought down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Here we go now.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Bortles going to throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to